how did you get started in music?
Oh, I grew up at a time when bands were everything. There was no internet or iPhones, and the cool thing was to get a guitar, get a bass, get a set of drums or a keyboard, or sing and get in a band, and everybody did. Every neighborhood had one or two bands practicing in a garage or basement, and in the hot summer night as you'd walk, one band would fade away in the distance, and you'd hear another one coming up as you're walking. So they were, if you drive down the street, you could see drum kits set up in people's homes. And it was a big thing. Being in a band was everything. So I was a little young to catch the first beginning of that wave, but I did manage to have neighbors that were in a very big band in Buffalo, New York, right around the corner from me. And so I'd listen, and the bass player, Joe, he's still a good friend of mine. He'd let me pick up his bass one time, and I plucked it. I got a blister on my finger right away. And I was excited about it. So that's why I became a bass player. I wanted to be like Joe and play in a band. And I didn't think about record deals or fame or making money. We just wanted to play in a band. It's so much fun. It's great. Play songs. We didn't write songs. Everybody was a copy band in the beginning, until you later on wrote songs. So everybody get together and learn their favorite songs and go out and play in a high school or a club or something, and we played all the time. So we were very excited to just be on stage and performing. And one time we did 21 nights in a row. 21 nights we played. One time we did 3 full shows in one day.
Whoa!
Morning, afternoon, and evening, full shows.
And so, your fingers bleeding.
Well, because we played so much, my fingers were like steel. And plus we could sing all day and all night and never lose our voice. So it was good practice to start out like that, just playing a hot, sweaty gig every single night. It was fantastic. So I'm very thankful that I had that experience.
It was with the band Talas? No.
Even before that, there was bands even before that.
Before?
Talas started about 1971 or 2, I think 71. But before that, I had a horn band. We had 4 horns, tenor, alto, sax, trombone, trumpet, 3 singers, guitar, bass, drums, keyboard. So we had 11 guys. And my first gig, I made $7.
Great number, 7 to start. And how was your work with David Lee Roth?
Dave called me in summer of '85 and wanted to start a band. So I flew out to LA and we started working on songs, and he's looking for a guitar player. And I said, I know a guy named Steve, and we brought Steve in, and Steve was a guitar player. And then he sent Steve and I out to find a drummer. We found Greg Bissonette. They needed a keyboard player also, so I found Brett Tuggle, and we did the Eat 'em and Smile experience. It was quite awesome. It was a long time ago.